Can you see some bang?
Yeah, you can. Come on. Shoot. Hey, Texas. Hi, DP. Trying to light my candles. Hey, Thomas. Hi, Jennifer. Oh, we're both doing okay. Um, come on. Hi, Killer Whale. Hi, Anita. Got candle wax all over me. Okay. Oh, you got a washer and dryer. Oh boy, we know what you're going to be doing. I know, though. It's so much nicer to have one than have to go to the laundromat. That's a pain in the butt. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Anita, that's what we're trying to do. I want to show you all this coin I gotten. It's got two. There's the back. That's a double-headed axe. And the double faces on the front is the Roman god Janus, who was the god of like doorways, of the new year, looking back on the past and looking forward to the future at the same time. Yeah, he was used for a number of different things. Oh, you got a child home. Oh, that's got to be rough. And I know they're probably going stir crazy. That reminds me. Excuse me. I found something I thought you all, everybody right now, especially with this virus going around, I thought it was really interesting. Now, these are not doctor guaranteed, medically guaranteed, but I say, hey, it doesn't hurt anything, to help prevent viruses and stuff. Let me see. You can use cranberry for fight elderberries, ginger root, garlic. I know it's nasty, but eat a whole clove of garlic a day. That'd be a good antiviral. Licorice root, olive leaf, dried oregano leaf. That's one of the best antiviral herbs available, it said. Also sage. Basil, fennel, peppermint, rosemary, acacia, ginseng, excuse me, and dandelions. All good antivirals, according to the site I found. I forget the name of the site, but I thought that was pretty interesting. Hi, Richard. Oh, yeah, I love garlic too, but it can really burn your mouth. So, with that in mind, I'm going to light it up here. Get it to smoking a little bit. Air a little bit. Well, with smoke. Hey, Richard. Or honey. Honey is good too. Okay. Oh, and it's far off topic, but I thought you all might find it a little bit interesting. Have you all ever seen do this? It is actually sprouting. The seeds are real close to skin. Light causes them to sprout. And so this one's new tomatoes. Hi, Three Souls. I just thought that was the wildest thing in a tomato. I'd never seen that before. I don't know if it's a new strand of it that they've created. Or new hybrid is what I mean. Strand. Thinking of this virus too much. Hey, Belinda. Or Belinda, I should say. How are you? Now, I think it's really kind of funny. The whole business with everyone panicking and going out and buying up toilet paper. So we have, well, it's rodents, the same. And we keep him in the bathroom because he looks like he's sitting on the throne. Anyway, but it occurred to me as I was watching him, it's like he's thinking about where he's going to get toilet paper. I think weird thoughts. Excuse me. Oh, okay. Hey, Jessica. Well, I hope you can start seeing again real soon, Belinda. That's a real pain. It'd be so hard to lose your eyes. I mean, it'd be easy enough to do, but dealing is what would be hard. I'd hate to be blind. I don't know. Yeah, that's it. I don't know what it's about either. Makes no sense. They say the flu doesn't give you diarrhea. So I don't know. Makes no sense at all. So how it's going? Weekend, Saturday, whatever. Let me see. I need to set my tomato out of the way. Yeah, Belinda, hope you mend up soon. Yeah, cataract surgery. That was pretty bad, but at least I could see somewhat afterwards. Took me a while to readjust to the new lenses they put in my eyes. Are you, Jessica? Oh, well, that's cool. You're getting around better. Sorry to hear about the pain, but oh, you're welcome, Belinda. Yeah, it's good to hear that at least you're up and able to get around better now. Ouch, Raven or Jennifer. Jeez. I know that can hurt. Depends on what kind of cut. You know, I think some paper cuts are some of the worst. Cat scratches are pretty bad too. But paper scratches just they sting. Okay. Oh, I want to show you all. Got a new deck of Oracle cards. I'm gonna try out on you all. Past life. They're real pretty. It's a nice set. I got them through Wish, and they came from China, so they had no directions with them. But I was able to. Hi, Cindy. Oh, okay, I see. Boy, might need stitches. Hope not. Do you have any butterfly bandages? Sometimes they can help go on better. Yeah, Belinda, they came from. I know. But they were wrapped. I threw the wrapping away. But yes. But so much does nowadays come from China. It's hard to get away from it. Oh, I know, Belinda, but it's almost gotten to the point where you can avoid people, you can take all sorts of precautions, but I heard on the news where doctors and nurses who had the full body suits on and everything were catching it too. Oh, liquid bandage. That's cool. Okay, well, I'm gonna do the singing bowl here. Okie doke. If you haven't seen it, the singing bowl, Tibetan singing bowl. You just rub it with this around the lip, and it sings. Oh. Hey, Mike. Oh, you like the buns, huh? Yeah, they're pretty neat. They're very lifelike, but they're not. Well, I mean, of course they're not, but it almost looks like um, stuffed. Um, oh, I can't think of the word. Taxidermied. But no. Okay, Texas. Okay. Well, hold on. Get my sage to go in again. Okay. Yeah, they said the biggest thing with this virus is that it basically drowns you, causes mucus in the lungs and chest infections and pneumonia and stuff like that. They said if you drink a lot of hot water or hot drinks like coffee or whatever, uh, or gargle with like warm salt water. I guess the heat, something about the heat kills the virus. They say the sun does too. Okay, Thomas, you're ahead of me there. Cloth down. Okay. And once again, I ask that you don't ask questions re the virus. Um, I don't mind answering anything but that. I just don't. I don't know. On my mind, real bad, and I don't want to be a prophet of doom. Well, hi, Tammy. How you doing? And I'll get to your dream a little bit later. Prepared to give me as much detail as you can on it. Because the more detail you give, the easier it is to look it up in the book. There we go. Yeah, Texas, I know what you mean. I haven't been out in a while. I'm getting a little stir crazy. I want to try to go out and do some filming soon. Someplace safe, like a cemetery or something. I need to grab the mail, walk the dog, and toss the trash. Well, yeah, if you had to run into people anywhere, I would say is your best bet. Although I don't know if there's really any place safe. Oh, Jennifer. Yeah. Yeah. Boy, I can understand that. Albert works in hotels, in a hotel, and yeah, our state was lucky. We got by with no no cases of the virus until just a couple days ago. And now there's 3 confirmed cases in the state and 1 death. Hey, Teresa. Yay, you got me live. Yeah. But we've been lucky. We were the only state left in the union that was virus free, and it finally caught up to us. I guess it couldn't last forever. Okay, so who was first for a rune reading? Okay, Thomas. Thanks, Thomas. Wow, Jennifer. We go shopping, doctors, etc. Okay, Tammy. Sorry, yeah, I missed it. And I'm trying not to scroll up and down on my chat because every time I do, I end up accidentally tapping one of the messages and it throws it up on the screen and I can't get rid of it again. So I'm going to try not to scroll. Yeah, I was supposed to go to the doctor's on the 23rd in 2 days. And I called off. You know, it was not that big of a deal. And you know, I'd rather not risk it. And you know, doctors' offices are some of the worst places to go anyway about catching stuff. Okay, what's your question, Jessica? Will your son in the army be sent out to help the sick? Okay, Jessica. Uh, oh, there we go. Sorry, about lost my mic there. There we go. Okay, will Jessica's son be sent to help the sick? Okay. Uh, future changes, movement, travel. Um, boy, it's really looking like he is going someplace. Uh, I don't know if that means he's going to be a long while or if that trip's going to take a while to happen. I'm not quite sure how to interpret that. But yeah, it does look like he's going to go. Something about not listening to advice. I'm not sure what that's about. Um, uh, hmm. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, Jessica. So who's next? Oh, wow. Jeez. Boy, Tammy, it sounds like you're right in the middle of it. Wow. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, I'm sorry, Jessica. Uh, next, and they want to know what are my dreams warning me about pertaining to betrayal. What are your dreams warning you about pertaining to betrayal? Um, I'm not sure what kind of answer these might give, but I seem to say that all the time. But once in a while, I have a hard time with getting a straight answer out of it. What was Texas's dream about pertaining regarding betrayal? Excuse me. Okay. Upheavals, risks, delays, disappointments, loss, money problems, arguments. And it looks like you're being stubborn regarding something or not listening to advice, doing something maybe that you know you probably shouldn't, maybe. But yeah, risks, delays. There's all sorts of warnings here. Loss, money problems, possibly arguments. Okay, Texas, does that help any? It doesn't say much about it, betrayal, but there seems to be a lot of issues going on with the subject. Oh, I see. Jennifer's next. Okay. What's your question for the runes? Okay, you're welcome, Texas. It did gets more specific. It just threw out a lot of kind of warnings, but nothing in particular. Will the kids be out the rest of the school year? Or you talking about the school year? So you have to homeschool all year? Okay, Texas. Well, the kids of the year. So you have to home. That's kind of a two-part question. So I don't know what may come up. Excuse me. Okay, something involving you and someone else. some sort of relationship. It could be a love interest. It just could be. It could be a family relationship, a friend relationship, business relationship, and anything between you and someone else. Uh, Uninvolved, alone. Um, Frustration, hassled. Hmm. I don't know. The alone thing got me. I'm not sure about that, but it does sound a bit like you've got kids at home running around and stuff. Hassled, frustration. Um, it doesn't say length of time or anything, so it does sound like they will be out for a while. You're talking school year or not. It looks like they will be out for a while. Okay, Jennifer. Oh, okay. Ellen. Yeah, she can be funny. You're welcome, Jennifer. Teresa is next. Okay, Teresa, what's your question for the runes? Okay, thanks, Tom. What's your question, Teresa? Will your brother and LA's cancer go into remission? Will your brother's cancer go into remission? No. So far, I see peace, reward, anxiety, and worry, though. Okay. It looks like it's going to be a slow fight. And there are going to be a lot of periods of, worry and, you know, anxiety. Um, Family needs. Yeah. And it's going to be like that for a good while. If it is remission, it's going to be a fight. It's going to be a while. But it does lead to peace, reward. So I would say yes, it will go into remission, excuse me. But it's going to take a while, and he's going to have to go through some fighting and some trying times. It's really going to be hard, probably on him and everybody around him. Hey, Sherry. Hello, Earthlings. Treatable to try to get in more than a month treatment plan. Yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna take a while. I don't know how long, Teresa, but yeah, it's gonna be a while. Richard is next. Okay, well, this temporary job I've been offered turned into a permanent job. Will this temporary job offer turn into a permanent job? Okay. Okay, everything looks good. Achievement. That's a pretty positive rune. It seems to be your destiny. You just have to take the initiative. But let me see. Luck is on your side. But you have to be careful. You have to really work to keep it, get it, and keep it. But it looks like it will pay off into a love. Unexpected travel, possibly delays, upsetting plans. Well, it looks like it'll be all set up to go to full time, but there might be a temporary delay or a hiccup in the plans along the way. That's not to say that it won't stay full time or anything, but I don't know. There's it seems to be saying it's going to happen, but it's going to be, like I said, a hiccup in a pin in the wheel of the machine. Hi, Kira. Oh, okay. Excuse me. And for any of you all aren't used to me, I'm not sick. That's just allergies. I have a constant problem with my allergies. And they've tried giving me allergy shots and everything else, and nothing was seeming to work. I'm going to take a brief break here. Let's see. Before I go to dice, I guess I'll do some dice. Oh, okay, Richard. Hey, Tommy. Yes, please hit the like button and shout. I'd appreciate it. Everyone here. Yay, we've got 12 people. Gee, I've been live almost an hour already. That went fast. Terry's making rice. Rice? I don't understand. I'm lost. Making rice? Well, Sherry, I might have. Who knows? I didn't think I did. I didn't mean to. Allergies too, coughing, sneezing, farting. Yep, that about covers all bases, I guess. Oh. But anyone that's coming in late, you might find it interesting. I told everyone about well, I named off a bunch of things, a list of like common herbs and stuff that'll help fight viruses. Oh, Sherry. You're a hoot, Sherry. Call you Lumpy. Okay, Thomas. Jessica. Oh, let me grab my dice. Put these away. And you know, Thomas, I didn't get to see you making the shepherd's pie yet. I want to watch that video because I love shepherd's pie. Just wondering if it. The diaper zone. Well, when you get to be our age, things like that happen. Okay. For Jessica, we've got 10. Okay. That is, oh, what is that one? Oh, that's Saturn, which is an Earth sign. Greater Earth over hmm. Well, I'm not sure what sign that's supposed to be. Huh. Well, now that has me stumped. Pisces, I think, maybe. Okay, I think that's Pisces, which is a water sign, of course. So, higher, greater Earth, water. Yep. Linda, I've had cock-up hands before, too. Shit happens. Okay, greater water. A fortunate of help, nourishing roots, a fresh growth. When Greater Earth provides a solid field of rock and fertile water beneath, the water becomes a hugely positive influence, feeding and healing the life on the surface. When your mundane concerns are currently slow and stable, then reaching down to explore refreshing waters can be very enriching. There's a lot about this reading that points to enrichment. In fact, all of the Greater Earth results can be seen as the subject of the situation moving into being made more physical, or the home in a very real way. From air, ideas become reality. From water, it is feeling and emotion, friendship, and healing that becomes embodied in the physical world where it had only previously been in your heart. If their place and earning money, then it comes from a project that you both care about, that you care about personally. If it is the situation in relationships or the home, then again it moves from a base of good feelings into a more reliable and physical manifestation. The only danger here comes from Earth's heaviness. It can be stable and reliable. This is all brilliant most of the time, but if you are hoping for more water or a frantic speed of fire, then it could be slower than you wished. If greater Earth goes to extremes, then it could prevent the water from rising up to aid the green plants on the surface. This could lead to the crushing of dreams beneath the unyielding rock and practical concerns denying the needs of the heart. Do not become solely focused on efficiency or safety in work or home life. Instead, allow the opportunity of safe, nurturing emotions to come gently to the surface against a solid and reliable background. The earth reassures us that our plans have good foundations and lets the sometimes unpredictable or messy water be contained and drawn up for its own positive aspects. The water truly is a reservoir to be called on, and all around is dependably safe ground, capable of fertile growth and sheltering support. Look for opportunities to turn the things that you care about into something capable of supporting you, looking at the people around you who you can make a more solid part of your life, but hold on to the emotional connection as well. Yep, it sure does. Shit happens. Shepherd's pie and Kool-Aid. I don't know about that combo. I guess it could be good. I love shepherd's pie. And shepherd's pie. Hmm. I guess it could go together. Yeah, red wine or cherry Kool-Aid, I should say. Yes, cherry Kool-Aid and shepherd's pie. Teresa's next. Okay, Teresa. Well, I guess it depends on what you did for your basis of the shepherd's pie. I've made mine many different ways before. That was a mouthful. Yes, it was, Jessica. You're welcome. Those are long readings there. Okay. For that one, we have Aquarius, which is air. Huh. Surprisingly, you think Aquarius would be about water. Greater uh, over over Uranus. And Uranus is an air sign too. So uh, greater air over air. Greater air over air. Okay, freedom, the chance to soar wildly in uncrowded spaces. This is a reading filled with potential and flight. It is air over air. There are no foundations of rock to hold you down or keep your goals realistic. Only an empty sky in which come even stronger winds to lift you up. The falcon in the image has clear sight over great distances. Take quick, decisive action. This strong new wind successfully overpowers the existing quo of the previous air with its own plans. Air's connection to speech and communication means that the new influence could be a booming voice dominating a conversation, or an academic paper beating an intellectual challenge. Excuse me. It is often about succeeding at a mental challenge posed by another. There are many opportunities in this pairing, as it has the most open space to the oracle and no boundaries or constricting traditions that you need to conform to. Greater air over air means that there is enough to fill your lungs, enough to soar up and dive down without fear of running out of space. Instead of feeling blocked in, there is an endless open sky where your thoughts can fly forward and you can reach important answers without distractions from emotions or physical demands. As long as the wind's current or discipline, then this combination signifies an empowering and supportive thrust, speeding you toward new answers. Such freedom can also be hazardous, however. No other element acts as a support here, so you could find yourself thrown about unexpectedly, spinning out of control and unable to find solid ground. For example, with this much mental energy, it is easy to give in to fears that are entirely in your head. You'll be quick to make great leaps of intellect, but in this case, you'll be very quickly into insecurities that aren't based on reality. Having no earth present means that you have no foundations that could keep you upright in the strong winds. However, the absence of water or fire does not mean you are not up in emotional turmoil while trying to think, which is usually helpful. Air's single dot on the die is alone because, oh, that's a different pair of dice. Never mind. Uh, Devoting time to thought often requires calm concentration. This is the loneliness of the calm hermit, high contemplating all they see. When this combination is seen, it usually signifies success at a mental challenge, a way out of a difficult situation, or succeed academically. In each reading, we look at what is present, but there is no opposite influence to air at all. Nothing heavy or grounding, nothing that would keep you from getting lost in the clouds. Use all of this available space, but check in afterwards and make sure you aren't neglecting issues around the home or family in the excitement of mental flights in this vast. Danny, hey Danny, glad you could join us. Okay. Oh, Danny, you've been feeling sick too? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, they are long readings. Yeah. Okay, who's next, Thomas? I get tongue-tied after a while on these. Tommy's next. Okay. Tommy has the north node, which is air over greater, that's Aries, fire. Okay, greater air over fire. Greater air over fire. Let me see. Where is it? Here we go. Okay, conflagration, explosive increase, mass success, or massive energy for success. At first glance, this reading could be the same as lesser fire over air, fire being defeated by air, the candle being blown out. However, this oracle relates to physical processes just as much as correspondences. And in this case, the action of feeding an existing fire with a strong supply of air causes it to burn even hotter. When we take the raw willpower of fire and channel it through the focus and sharp direction of air, the results can be devastating. To go into a project with passion and energy and refine your focus with intelligent decisions can lead to great success. Any enemies would do best to run away from this combination. It is a reading for people who know better than to fight angry and who keep control of any anger with a detached determination. It is extremely effective when facing others who learn. Using this air to modify fire's compassionate emotions or Earth's grounding caution means that you can easily take things too far. It can be catastrophe, with results far exceeding safe limits. Don't reject the fire too much, though. With so much air energy, you can lose sight of the initial reasons you felt so excited about for a project, or give away momentum. Or you can be too detached and make decisions that are too harsh. This is the tightrope you must walk, that by starting with fire and introducing air, there will be an increase in strength and heat. If you keep adding air, however, you will eventually blow out your fire and only be left with clear sight and intellect, but no passion or fast movement to drive it along. Greater air, when it conquers, can mean moving into a more clear-sighted place of discerning choices, but it can also mean whirling thoughts that fly out of control in every direction. Greater air offers little help to put boundaries on thought, preferring to provide unlimited space in all directions. This combination is a weapon and should be timed carefully. It is a little too explosive to be controlled, so you must use judgment on when to stop throwing mental energy at it. A little, even a lot, can be very productive, but too much will remove all the heat that there has been there in the beginning. Keep it loud instead. Look at the parts where the common mind is useful to diffuse unwanted aggression. Then keep the rest of the passion. That sounds like me, though. Whirling thoughts flying out of control in every direction. That's me. Fell in the spill on aisle 4. Clean up on aisle 4. Okay, Thomas, who was let me take a drink of coffee here. Who's next? Richard's next. Okay. Okay, that is Libra would use an air sign. And the other is Pluto? No, Neptune. I'm sorry, that's Neptune, which is water. So you have lesser water, air. Lesser water over air. The softening heart tackles sternness and sharp control with care. Air has many positive qualities, but can traditionally leave people detached, unemotional, and thinking in rigid ways. The softening heart cures this with gentle love and compassion, delivering a soft rain that dissolves the hard lines of written rules and disconnection. With its low strength, there is a chance that the water will be pushed out of the situation by the air entirely. Then emotional arguments will find no purchase and feelings will be ignored. A person will stick to the letter of the law with no thought given to compassion. This is generally a bad idea if at any time, because emotionally strong to help someone can still be done while keeping compassion in mind. If the introduction of a small amount of water influence succeeds through, though, this can show the gentle giving of reassurance and feelings to someone who is lost in their own mental actions. Air's narrow focus on mental and academic subjects can be opened to include another person's life and emotions. The key is to provide the soft rain in a way that causes it to fall lightly everywhere. There is no roof of rock or wood to keep it off, only air's open spaces, and water is a good element to softly bring air's focus back to the wider world. If you need air's intellectual detachment, then distraction of emotional waters will not be strong enough here to stop you doing good work. They will add a new dimension to it, but it can be kept at a level where you have a clear head, untroubled by heartache or conflict. Or if you're trying to appeal emotionally, this can be a sign that you should restrain yourself, because pushing too hard that will not work. Lesser water, when it is used to mean nurturing, loving support from someone who is not trying to take over the direction of the whole situation, effective and is never a bad thing to do. Lesser water is a quiet, constant love that will eventually be seen and rewarded. Okay, Teresa. Okay. So, who's next? Okay. Sherry, I need some more coffee. I'm going to quick, and you will be next on the list as soon as you're welcome, Richard. Oh, in the meantime, if you have a channel here, let people know so they can check you out. I encourage everyone to check out and subscribe if you'd like. But I'll be right back. Oops. Okay. I'm back. Grab you a cookie. I don't have a cookie. Yeah, Texas. I put that up on the group chat. Actually, well, the group page. Just that little snippet of it. Nope, not for the faint of heart. That's for sure. Okay. For Sherry. We have okay, let me see. That is, what was that sign again? That was Pisces. Okay. Water, greater water over Uranus, which is air. That one's coming up a lot. So, yeah, greater water over air. Okay, the storm, clearing the mind and washing away the previous situation. Much like the reading of Greater Fire over Air, this combination shows intellectual detachment by a huge rush of emotion. In this case, the feelings are watery, traditionally more associated with sensitive emotions than fire's aggressive. But when a wave this large crashes into cold reason, the overall impact can be just powerful. This is a storm not simply because water and air are fighting it out, but because under change toward this much water influence, when it specifically takes away air's clarity and calm decision making, will feel like being tossed by a giant emotional wave. Washing away the mental plans you made can cause a lot of fear and uncertainty. Benefits. Water is adaptable and will not be denied. It can bring love, quench our thirst for emotional connection, and push down all barriers we no longer need. It is challenging, though. Water requires bravery to truly venture into. This particular combination of moving away from the dryly logical air to the churning emotional depths can be very hard on anyone who isn't prepared for it. The key is to be adaptable, like water. If a situation you thought was academic suddenly affects you very personally, don't fight it or waste time denying it. Emotions are not the enemy, and you will benefit from being truthful about your own. Water has healing and softening properties, compassion, love, and understanding. As this reading shows, feeling these is not weakness, but part of being alive and human. It's also a part of being a good human instead of a detached, cold, ruthless one. When this much water influence enters a situation, especially as a storm and causing disruption where it wasn't expected, water can feel like something unwanted or negative. It absolutely isn't negative by default. Even if we are upset about something, the fact that we care at all, makes us greater people and turns the experience into something valuable. The physical image of water over air is the raging storm or giant wave crashing into nothingness. There are no stone walls to crash against or urgent fires to put out. This reading could therefore signify throwing emotion into the air or sky and wasting energy. Swapping strong winds for equally strong waves happens when we think we can live our lives. We can live our whole lives using only air. Look closely at it if you have been trying to keep numb or explain away logical decisions when in fact you should be honest about the emotional impacts. Okay. Oh, okay. Bye. Bye, Danny. Okay, Jennifer's next. Okay. We have Greater Earth over Scorpio, which is water. Greater Earth over water. Oh, I read this one earlier. The reservoir. a fortunate nourishing roots, a friend who aids growth. When greater air provides a solid field of rock and fertile soil over the water beneath, the water becomes hugely positive influence, feeding and healing the life on the surface. When your mundane concerns are currentable, then reach down to explore the refreshing waters can be very enriching. There's a lot about this reading that points to enrichment, in fact. All of the greater earth results can be seen as the subject of the situation, moving into being made more physical, or the home in a very real way. From air, ideas become reality. From water, it is feelings and emotions, friendship and healing embodied in the physical world when it has previously only been in your heart. If this is about the workplace and earning money, then it comes from a project that you care about personally. If it is a situation in relationships or the home, then again it moves from a base of good feelings into more reliable and physical manifestation. The only danger is heaviness. It can be boring, predictable, and reliable. It's all brilliant most of the time. But if you're hoping for more water or the frantic speed of fire, it could be slower than you wished. If the greater earth goes to extremes, then it could prevent the water from rising up to aid the green plants on the surface. This could lead to the crushing of dreams beneath the unyielding rock and practical concerns denying the needs of the heart. Do not become solely focused on efficiency or safety in work or home life. Instead, allow the opportunity of safe, nurturing emotions to come gently to the surface again in a solid and reliable background. The earth reassures us that our plans have good foundations and lets, sometimes unpredictably or messy, water be contained and drawn up from its positive aspects. The water truly is a reservoir to be called on, but all around is dependable, safe ground, capable of fertile growth and sheltering support. Look for opportunities to turn the things that you care about into something capable of supporting you. Look at the people around you who can make a more solid part of your life, but hold on to the emotional connection as well. Sherry. Oh, well, I don't give all my readings, just too many. Okay, but you're welcome, Sherry. Okay, was there anyone else, Thomas? That's all for days. Yours was. Yeah, Belinda, but they're not all like that. That you just happen to get a bad one. And it was destined to happen. I just warned you about it ahead of time. So it's not my fault. Not my fault at all. Okay, Texas, you had a question about your dream? You're welcome, Jennifer. Could you tell me more about this dream, Texas? Give me some more details. And after this, I'll read some tarot cards. Ah, okay. Well, at least you didn't think it was black magic or something. I didn't do it. I don't mess with no black magic. Is Texas still here? Oh, geez, Texas. You were on a raft, saw crab body parts serrated into piles. Oh boy, that's a lot to translate. Let me see. Raft. Okay, was there something, anything in particular about the water? If you're just sitting on a floating raft, it means your indolence will lead to someone else's gain. A dream of building or repairing a raft is forecast of achievement through your own efforts. Um, Now, I don't know what the cocaine bricks might be. Um, okay, the crab means look sharp for tricky rivals in business and our love if you dreamed of this crusty fellow. Unless you cooked or ate him, in which case it might be an auspicious time for a bit of cautious gambling, but don't plunge. But don't plunge. Okay, Jennifer. Yeah, the crab body parts means I don't know why it's separated into piles, but it might be a good time for some cautious gambling, just not too much. Um, then you said the alligator and platypus. Yeah, the alligator means it's trying to alert you to an enemy. Be very cautious in any venture. And uh, the platypus isn't in here. Oh, cocaine is. It says you can expect. Oh, it predicts some cause for sorrow. Hmm. Hey Nat, how you doing? Okay. That dream seemed to mean a lot. There was a lot in that dream. Okay, Cindy's first. Yeah, Texas. Wow, that says a lot. So maybe some of that might make sense to you. Don't know what the platypus is. Okay, general reading for Cindy. Okay, Cindy, general reading. Oh, Cindy, a lot of swords. A lot of swords. Um, you seem to be taking a lot of caution for some reason. And I think that's because apparently someone has broken your heart here recently, or will soon break your heart and leave you feeling very cautious and stuff. But have no fear because you'll come out the better for it. Okay. What happened, happened, and you'll be able to put that in the past. But you don't seem to be doing that yet. You're still not so much cautious, but you're you're going to take some time just to think things over before you jump back into a situation. I guess that would open yourself up for that heartache again. You're planning on where to make your next move. Not doing it yet, but you got time, and you're doing what needs to be done. Okay, Cindy. Hope that made some sense. Jessica. Okay, Jessica, what's your question for the tarot? Will your love life improve after your healing is over? Will Jessica's love life improve after her healing is over? Wow. Well, Jessica, it looks like it might be taking you some while. Because you seem to be a little bit cautious. Yeah, you've been through the ringer before, and you're not sure exactly if you're ready to take that step or not. Um, both of these cards say the exact same thing, pretty much. But you'll be safe. Um, and it could be a younger person who might be there helping you along the way. They could be younger. I'm not sure. Possibly have reddish hair. Again, not sure, but that is a possibility. I think this is warning you, though. Okay, you can weigh your odds, be careful, but don't take okay. Her even her reading, she had to think about it, but looks like you need to make up a decision. I don't know why, but that seems to be a problem, making a decision to let yourself open for love again. If that makes sense. You have to be ready for it. Okay, Tommy's next. Tommy wants a general. Okay. Wow. I'm not sure about this, Tommy. It indicates that things have been kind of going your way recently. They've been going good. But, it looks like you're struggling with religious uh, or faith-based issues. You want to become more spiritual, but at the same time, you want to be a little bit materialistic at the same time. You can be both, really, and most people pretty much are, I'd say. But they're completely contradicting each other here. So it's like you're having some sort of conflict, interpersonal conflict. And it looks like you've been feeling alone on some issue, possibly regarding this confusion here. That's going to come to an end. You'll be more open to mingle with other people and ideas and put yourself out there a little bit more, if that makes sense. You're hit on the nose. Wow. Your neighbor. Yeah. Texas, what's your question? And thank you so much, Thomas. You're keeping up with things. You're welcome, Tommy. I like conflict in that reading, Tommy. I'm not sure what's up with that exactly. Oh, okay. You want to elaborate on your dream. Okay. Texas wants to elaborate on the dream. Okay, Texas. Things don't look like they've been turning out quite right for you. Not a very productive time for you. Stuff you've been trying to make happen just hasn't been going your way. And yeah, you've been losing doesn't quite say, but there's a lot of emotion in these. A lot of emotion. Sadness over a loss of some sort. And you'll have to go through that period, I guess. But things are going to look brighter here coming up. Now things are going to be something's going to happen unexpected. Okay. They're going to come along unplanned. You seem to have control over it, but it's still going to be something of a surprise for you. But yeah, there is a loss. It doesn't say what kind of loss, but it does seem to have affected you emotionally. And a mysterious time is coming, but it looks like it's going to be in your favor. Sherry. Okay. It looks positive, Texas. It looks positive, unexpected. Okay, Richard. Sorry it's not giving any more detail. It's like, everything just doesn't want to open up that much about it. Is someone using you in your life? Is there someone using Richard in their life? Is someone using someone using? Okay. I don't see really any mention of anyone using you. I see you weighing out the odds of a situation, trying to determine what to do, which way to turn. Trying to make up your mind. Well, that's going to come to an end. You're going to make a good decision. Something you're going to be happy with. There's 2 cards of celebration here. So very soon you'll have reason to be pretty happy. Something's coming your way. And looks like something you've been dreaming about or wanting for a while. It looks like it's going to come around your way. So I don't see anything though about somebody using you. It looks like things are going to be going in your favor. Okay. Oh, okay, Jessica. Good night. Okay, was there anyone else for tarot? Okay, cool. Okay. I told you about the new deck I just got. Past life oracle cards. Oh, you're welcome, Richard. It did look very positive for you. These are neat. Past life oracle cards. Wars and battles. Phobias. The arts. Ships. So if anyone would like a reading from these, put an O down in chat. Well, let me take a break first. If you want a reading from past life oracle cards, put an O down. Is there something you've been wanting really bad, Richard? Okay, Richard's first. Oh, well, thank you, Cindy. I appreciate you all too. I'm so glad you all joined me. And actually, it's nice having, well, you all are like family around. Because normally I'd just be sitting and watching TV or something. Lapidary School. Oh, gem school. Okay, I've heard of that word for lapidary, and I could not place it. Gem school. Huh, that's cool. Well, I wouldn't look for that to come around too quick right now, though, considering what's going on at the time. But after some of this craziness gets back to normal, I'd look for it. Oh, okay, jewelry. I have to admire anyone that can do that. because I had gotten a crystal points that were made to hang on a chain, and I made a bunch of those up one year, and trying to put the chain on there and close them up and everything, it was so hard for my hands. I don't know what's wrong. I've got a touch of arthritis, but it was so hard for me to work with something that tiny and fine. Okay. So Richard wanted a card. Richard's my first victim on this new deck. I've done no readings on it so far. Okay, Richard. You've got the arts. Sounds kind of appropriate. Kind of goes with the necklace making. The arts, 87. Okay. You have artistic and creative talent that decide. This card comes to you as a sign that you would do well in an occupation related to the arts. It also indicates that you were involved in the arts in prior lifetimes, which can explain your natural talents at the present. As a prodigy, you have artistic skills that are innate and don't require training or the need to practice. These inherent abilities have been passed down from prior lives. It's important to explore and give yourself permission to unleash your artistic side. This could lead to a lucrative career or fulfilling avocation or hobby. So take arts and crafts classes and follow your inner guidance about creativity. Wow, Richard. Oh boy, that card is for you. Telling me after you told me about that, wow. That is just so cool. Yeah. Okay. Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's just one of those things. I have arthritis and they just act up pretty bad. It comes with. Okay. Okay, I think you do, Richard. I think you do have this. Okay, who was after Richard? Texas is next. Texas, you have imprisonment or slavery. Uh-oh. $51. Okay, this card signifies that you spent time imprisoned or in slavery. Your right from you, as well as your dignity and freedom. You are free now, but you still may harbor fears related to that lifetime. For example, you may feel claustrophobic in confined places or on airplanes, or you may have developed a form of Stockholm syndrome where you feel empathetic toward those who abuse you. On the other hand, your experiences can also make you feel exquisitely compassionate toward those who suffer. You may devote yourself to defending and bringing more love and justice to this world. To heal any residual fields from that previous lifetime, remember the details of that past life to loosen the shackles and free yourself from the symptoms. Channel your altruistic feelings and tendencies into helping society. Acts of kindness and compassion heal the individual as well as the world. Excuse me. The world. Okay. Now, who was after Texas? I think I was, when I was real little, I've kept having these dreams. Well, I haven't had them recently, but I dreamt I was taken aboard a Viking longship, like I was a captive or something. And I remembered so much detail, and I was just too young at the time to know anything about any of that. It's just wild. Jennifer's next. Okay, Jennifer. Let me give you a card. And Albert, he's had dreams where he's a little African American boy being chased by dogs. Like he was a slave at one time, and they chase him into this barn, I think, and get him. But anyway, sorry. Jennifer, you have Egypt. Ah, let's see. Jennifer, were you Cleopatra? Let's find out. $31. This card signals a significant past life in Egypt, which relates to your present situation and question. When a negative pattern stubbornly refuses to heal, its roots are often buried in a lifetime beyond. Fortunately, you can access and heal the issue. Like gardening, you can eliminate vestiges of the past by pulling this. If you're drawn to Egyptian culture or travel, you're most likely to have had a positive lifetime there. You may wish to explore the belief systems of Egypt to tap into ancient memories. Much of the Egyptian spirituality involved astronomy and astrology, so stargazing can also help you trigger insights and recollection. On the other hand, if the thought of traveling to Egypt is right, or you have negative feelings about its culture or spirituality, you may have deep-seated fears associated with your lifetime there. This is fairly common, as many traumas occurred in this land in ancient times. Working with a qualified life therapist or a regression audio can help you release and heal old toxic energies. Okay. You're welcome, Jennifer. Yeah, they are pretty, Belinda. Interesting cards, too. Very different. Cindy's next. Okay, Cindy. You've had concentration camp dreams. Oh, wow. Boy, that would be spooky. Thing is, too, you didn't have to be Jewish to be put in a concentration camp. They put a lot of people in those things. Okay. Greco-Roman. Nothing about concentration camps, but I would take it something about the Greek or Roman world. Greco-Roman, 45. This card had a significant life, Greece or Rome, that is influencing the situation you're inquiring about. You may be drawn to Greco-Roman architecture, cultural, and spirituality. Perhaps you've even visited areas of the Mediterranean which felt strangely familiar. Often when we visit a place where we've lived in other lives, it's a sense of deja vu. During your Greco-Roman lifetime, you had experiences and relationships that formed the basis of your present life situation. You've also carried the knowledge forward that you gained in that lifetime. Now that you're consciously aware of your connection to Greece and Rome, spend time researching those ancient cultures and spirituality associated with those places. Your research will trigger memories and insights, and you'll come to a better understanding of yourself and your situation. Okay, Cindy, does that sound like you at all? I know I love those ancient. I wanted to be an archaeologist when I was little. And I just love ancient culture and stuff. Of different places. So if that's any indication, I must have been around. Oh, sure, Thomas. Hey, yeah, no problem. Anytime, Thomas. Okay. You have father. Um, this card indicates that your father in this life was with you in prior lifetimes. Any issues you've had with your father likely began long ago. Look at this. Look at the cards that you draw prior to and after this card. Oh, well, that's it. He may have not been your father in those lives, though, as souls continue to reincarnate together in different roles. To break any negative patterns with your father, be willing to release old anger or for unforgiveness. This can be conscious or unconscious energy stored within your psyche. Just your willingness to clear toxic relationship energy is enough to initiate the healing process. Remember that forgiveness doesn't mean that you approve of this person's actions. It simply means that you're no longer willing to carry around anger energy. By releasing the past, you subsequently heal your present and future. If you totally forgive your father and yourself, you no longer have to reincarnate soul unless you choose to. You retain only the lessons, growth, and love you shared. As an added benefit, the healing work that you do with your father helps all of the relationships you have with men. Okay, Belinda wants one. I don't know what kind of relationship you had with or you have with your dad, if he's still alive. Okay, Belinda. Baby. You're welcome, Thomas. Belinda's got baby. The situation you're inquiring about involves an infant on some level. Your unconscious mind will reveal the way in which a baby plays a role in your current life. You may have already received the answer in the form of a thought or feeling. Trust this information, as your unconscious mind will slowly and gently help you remember and release painful memories. At first, you may think you're imagining this information, but as you put through more pieces through signs and additional recollections, you'll feel confident in claiming your past lifetime. This card can speak about you as a baby in this or a previous lifetime. There may have been a trauma that you see or that involved a baby of yours in that lifetime. It may also describe parenthood in this or previous lives. Your feelings and thoughts will guide you so that you can discern the specific meanings. Oh, wow, Thomas, it sounds like my relationship with my father, except he's still around. But anyway, oh, okay. You know, Belinda, when I was reading that, I was kind of Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, Belinda, I thought the same thing. I knew she was older, but yeah, she's still your baby. She always will be. Okay, that's all for the Oracle cards. Okay. Cool. Did you all like these cards? Yeah, she will always be your baby. And I kind of see things as this. I think we're all here to experience something in our lives, to have people in our lives that will give us certain experiences and stuff, and good or bad, both. But hi, Fee. No, Fee. I'm sorry. You just missed us. I'm just cleaning up right now. I'm really sorry. I've been going for geez, 2.5 hours now. But yeah, if you catch me earlier in the night, I go live every Saturday night. And I was doing Wednesdays, and I'm not sure about Wednesdays now. I was going live at 5, and that's just not a good time for me. Um, Albert changed his job, and his shift hours have changed a bit, and he's uh he's normally coming home about the time that I'd be on live, and I don't want all that distraction and ruckus going on while I'm on line. So I might decide to do a later stream on Wednesdays. I'm not sure yet. I'm thinking of, yes, it is, Richard. It's a very big Amber Alert. Welcome back, Jennifer. There's an Amber Alert out. Oh, turn you all back up here. So would you all be game for maybe a later on Wednesdays? Okay, Fee. Yeah, I'm really sorry. But I'm just wrapping it up. Oh, you're welcome, Richard. Hey, you got some good readings there too. I was glad. I hate giving a bad reading. Thanks, Thomas, for help keeping me on track with the readings and for posting my links. Wednesday sounds good. About 8. Okay. So maybe I'll try for later on Wednesdays then. That sounds good. If I can get myself organized. Because I'm probably one of the unorganized people. I try to be, but organization is just not one of my finer points right now. I live in chaos, if that makes any sense. Stuff's all over the place, pretty much. Anyway, I hope you all have a great weekend. What's left of it. And blessings and well wishes go out to all of you this time. Please be safe. Check into that herb list I named off. You know, there's not too many precautions we can take, or we can try virals, in our lives, and that, who knows, we need it. Yeah. Anyway, y'all have a great weekend, and I might see you back on Wednesday, round 8, maybe. We'll have to see. So, until next time, y'all have a great night. Remember, believe. Peace.